Welcome to our first ever YouTube video. I wanted to do a question and answer. Actually, he wanted to do a Q&A. It was his idea. This is our first ever long form video thing, and so let's get into it. So our first question, and I get this question a lot even though I've answered it before. How did your parents react when you told them that you were pregnant at 16? It was
awesome.
I lived with my mom at the time, so of course I told her first. I had told her that I was pregnant. She didn't believe me. I said it like 5 more times. I was like, hey, I'm pregnant. She just told me to go take a test, and I did. Looked at it and called me in there, and she was like, Kaylee Renee! I thought she was gonna be pissed. She just told me that babies were a blessing and that she would support me. My dad lived in another state, so I had to call him on the phone, which was obviously not the best way to tell him, but my mom kind of just told me like, hey, if you don't tell your dad, I'm gonna tell him for you, and that is definitely not something that I wanted him to hear from her, so I gave him a call crying. He was upset for sure, and rightfully so. I mean, I was 16 years old. He kind of just told me to consider getting an abortion. Me and my dad were really close, and I don't know, that kind of put a bumper? What is that? What's the word? Damper?
A bump in the relationship.
A bump in the relationship. We were a lot less close after that. No. How did you tell your parents?
Well, I was at my friend's house and I got a call from my sexy wife here saying, I'm pregnant, you better go tell your parents. And I was playing with tech decks as a real man would do. So I had to leave my friend's house, go to my parents. And I told my mom and she was sad, you know. Then my dad came home. And he was like, look, you gotta go get a job. So I went and got a job, and now look at us.
Our next question was, how is your relationship now with your parents? I would say it's pretty good. We live really close to his parents, my mom as well. My dad lives in Texas now. We do go out and see him as much as we can. It's expensive to get flights to Texas, so we probably only see him maybe once a year, which isn't ideal, but it's what we can afford right now. How did you meet and fall in love? We met in 3rd grade. Freshman year, I had a math class with him, and now he would just kick my chair and tease me. Somehow I started liking him because of that. I don't know. I thought he was cute, obviously, and he thought I was cute too, I guess, so.
Yeah.
We eventually just started falling in love. I guess he said a week after we started dating that he was gonna break up with me because he didn't know me very well, and that was because we were both very shy. Hey, you said that to me.
I don't know about that one.
You did. How many countries have you visited? Together, we've only just visited Iceland. Uh-oh, Brady's crying. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I'll be back. Wait. Travel is definitely something that I would love to be able to do more. It's definitely expensive, so.
Did you ever consider getting an abortion?
Honestly, no. A lot of people were telling me to consider it. I knew that we could do it. I had faith in us, and I knew that we could do it. We knew it was going to be hard, but no, we never considered an abortion.
No? How do you afford it? Yours truly here makes bands on bands, okay? I was a professional concreter, if you didn't know. And we saved up, bought this nice, well, we're renting this nice place. Yeah. But now I pack pipe.
Full-time job in a factory here. I try to make money on social media. It's very on and off, but some months it's good. Yeah. But he keeps us afloat for sure, and I'm very grateful for him. Do you want any more babies?
Depends. I don't know. I don't know.
I think the biggest factor right now is buying a house, and that is what we are prioritizing. If we were able to afford a home where we could ensure that all of our kids could have their own space and, I don't know, physically handle another child, then yes, I would want another one. I just don't think that I'm ready right now. If you met yourself before you had kids, what would you tell yourself? I don't know.
Enjoy being a kid more, you know?
Yeah.
You know? All the responsibilities. You know, it's alright, but just enjoy being a little teenager, you know?
Yeah. Our childhood was definitely cut short, I feel like, by our own actions.
Hell yeah. Was your second baby planned?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Our second baby was planned. We were already in our own place, moved out of his parents' house. He had a great job. We were ready for another one, and that was our decision to make. Was it hard to make or keep friends after you found out you were pregnant?
Yes, I basically lost all my friends. So yeah.
I also basically lost all of my friends. Yeah, a lot of my friends stopped talking to me, tried to convince me to get an abortion, said that it would ruin my life. A lot of people told me that, but I have really great friends now. I don't know. I've made peace with the friends that I've lost, and I'm happy with the friends that I have now. So.
Yeah, I only really talked to 2 guys from high school now. So was it scary giving birth?
Yeah, birth is terrifying. Yeah. My first birth was scary, obviously, but it was actually my easiest birth. My second birth was a lot harder. It was very complicated, and I feel like I've talked about it before, so I don't really want to talk about it right now, but enough to make me not want to go through it again, for sure. Labor and birth, definitely scary things.
Were your parents supportive and helpful?
Our parents wanted us to get married when they found out that we were pregnant so that we could live together. We did end up getting married, and I feel like after that they were very supportive. His parents allowed us to move into their basement until we could save up enough money from his job to be able to afford our own place, which was very helpful, and I don't think that we'd be where we are today if we weren't able to do that, for sure.
What's your favorite pregnancy memory?
I don't know if it's one specific memory. I don't know, I just always felt pretty, I guess, because everybody knew I was pregnant, so I didn't feel like I had to have this perfect body, or I don't know, I just always felt good because I was pregnant. I feel like I'm cute pregnant. So. Yeah, that was my favorite. I liked how I looked pregnant, I guess.
You're pretty sexy. Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you get judged often as a teen parent?
Yeah, I still get judged.
Not me, dog.
Yeah, he gets praised.
I get praise because
Because you're the man.
I got this baddie next to me.
It's always like the teen moms always get shamed, but the teen dads are always like, "Wow, you stayed. You're so responsible. I love you. Like, you're such a good man."
W's in chat.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like as a teen mom, I definitely got judged. Even in grocery stores, they're like, "Oh, is that your sibling?" "No, it's my child." And then they give me like weird looks. Like,
Well, at least you'll be a MILF when you grow up.
I will be a MILF when I grow up. How do you get quality time together with 2 kids? It's rare.
I feel like we spend a lot of time together-ish.
I do.
At night.
Yeah, at night. We definitely make sure to make time for each other, even if it's just driving around until the kids fall asleep, to go out and get some ice cream and sit in the car. We recently got to go to Iceland. That was kind of like our late honeymoon because we never really got to do anything like that, which is the most quality time that we've ever spent together, and that was really nice. So, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we make time.
What made you decide to keep their faces off social media, and is it hard? No, it's not hard. There's some creepos out there.
No, people are creeps. Yesterday.
Oh, whoa.
What? We're not talking about that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Anyways, people are creeps. I've heard stories from a lot of other creators, especially with the whole Ren Eleanor thing. That's kind of when I started to take their faces off of social media because that whole thing was going down. And it kind of just like woke me up and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know that all that stuff could be happening. It's disgusting, especially with like how AI is right now. Deep fakes of my kids, just the thought of that is disgusting to me. I just make it a priority, so no, it's not hard. I feel like more people could do it if they wanted to. I just don't think it's that hard.
Yeah, a lot of creepos out there.
A lot of creeps. I think that's all the questions that I wrote down, so yeah, that's our Q&A. I hope it wasn't super boring. Let me know if you guys liked this long form style video, and we will definitely try to make more because this is something that he is trying to get me to do because
Well, yeah.
hope that answered a lot of questions that you guys had, and thank you for watching.